This djembe is Africa. It sounds like Africa and it feels like Africa. And look at its shape. It's wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, just like the African continent. It is carved with a single piece of Africa's wood, and it is stretched with her skin. And in it, we hear the rhythm of her heart. But what does this djembe have to do with this little corner of Philadelphia, so far away from Mother Africa? Ah, I'll tell you. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Listen to the djembe. Can you smell the great bonfire? If you could, I wouldn't be surprised. The faint whiff of wood smoke drifting through the breeze of centuries past. Now open your eyes. You see, in the early days of Philadelphia, in what is now called Washington Square, was a potter's field, a burial ground for the abandoned, for the disenfranchised, and the dispossessed. The first enslaved Africans claimed a piece of it for themselves to bury and honor their dead. And they were first brought here in the late 1600s. They spent 6 horrendous weeks in the hold of a ship as it's made its way through the Middle Passage. They had been ripped from their homes, ripped from Mother Africa. When they arrived in Philadelphia, they were far from anything they'd recognize. The lands, the seas, even the patterns of the stars of the night skies were different. Forced to obey and carry out orders given to them in an alien tongue, but they managed to communicate. Though from different parts of the African continent, the one thing that connected them all was this, the heartbeat of the djembe. Years later, these first slaves' descendants became free, and they gathered in the field in Philadelphia. They gathered to light bonfires, to share stories and food from home. They danced, they sang, and they played the drums. They communed with the spirits of their ancestors whose bones rested just mere inches below their feet. Now, there were some citizens who weren't at all pleased with what was happening. Some of the citizens of Philadelphia were upset because of the thick smoke from the bonfires at night. They felt that their dancing was signs of diabolical forces at work in the city. They felt rebellion in the sounds of singing and other drums, rebellion in the pulse of the drums, and they fought to have it silenced. And silenced it was. But the heartbeat of Africa is far too powerful to be silenced for long. So the culture that against all odds, the culture that at what came to be known as Congo Square was kept alive and was passed on to their children. And this became the history of us all. Now, close your eyes once more. Take a deep breath in. Listen to the djembe. Can you smell the great bonfire now? Open your eyes. That's the story. Did you like the story?